Stadium. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with Coach Brent Key before the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Yellow Jackets headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Hopkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They get him down after he makes a catch.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Finding an escape route. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mendoza. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Hosley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got a little space. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. It's complete to the left. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Raymond. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On the ground, it's Raymond. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they owe that completion to the quarterback and his individual effort. He was under incredible pressure, but he was able to buy himself time, extend the play, and then locate a receiver down the field.
The lone back's got it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That's caught. It's Raymond. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
To the air on 1st down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He's got him this time. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. The 50. The 40. The 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the 2-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Hosley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On the move, it's Hosley. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Creates a little room. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Slithers into space. Got a little grass. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Running inside, it's Raymond. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and 9. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws for the tight end. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The run inside. It's Raymond. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Raymond. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Look out, he's got room. Might have a chance. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and do.
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And they're able to make the tackle.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech 27, Rutgers 7.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know